Hi, this is Sam Grun with Siemens PLM Software. Today I'd like to share with you some of the things that we can do inside of our drawing, especially when it comes down to drawing border, changing the drawing size and stuff like that, and also with our title block, how we can edit our title block. In this particular drawing, I see that I have all these different views that currently exist. I also notice that all my drawing borders are kind of a very bold black color. That's something that has kind of bothers me a little bit. So I can go back and edit my drafting preferences, and then I want to take a look and see that I can get a particular lighter color view borders, if you will, and then we select that one is just one color darker than a pure white. That now you see that our drawing borders are still there. It's in a very faint white color. And then now I can see that it's much better now that it's not kind of a very strong of all drawing views. The next thing what I want to do is I want to go ahead and edit the sheet. I want to edit the sheet from a smaller size to one size larger. Notice that once that is done, when I edit that, my title block position is updated as well. This is something that is available starting NX10, so whenever I edit a particular drawing sheet to a new drawing size, it becomes a little more updated quickly for me, so I don't have to do anything other than just edit the size. I can also edit the views just like anything else I've done, so now I can expand the views a little bit, give it a little more room so I can perhaps do more dimensions to that. Let's take a look at sheet 2. In the sheet 2 where I actually have a kind of a larger size, I want to downsize that a little bit. I want to go to a smaller size. Once I do that, I get this notifications from NX telling me that I cannot modify it because the drawing is too small. What NX is telling the user is that when you do change that to a smaller size, the drawing view of this exploded view is now outside your drawing boundary, that the user cannot go and retrieve it and then modify it to a proper location. And that's all that warning is. So let's go ahead and dismiss that dialog and then go into one size smaller than that one. So let's go ahead and do that one, and then now you see how that is located on the top end of that. I can drag that down. The next thing what I want to do is I want to take a look at my title block. Well, this is a sheet 2 and I see that as a sheet 1 title block. Well, I can quickly edit that fairly straightforward. I want to activate that layer that is controlling that particular title block, and then once I double select that, activates it. I want to kind of edit that definition. So I want to edit that definition. I see that I have 3 tables that is currently selected for that title block. So I can just kind of deselect by doing shift select, and by selecting that with all the signature blocks. So now notice that that's deactivated, and then now I can go in there and edit my table. Okay. So once I edit my table, because the sheet 2 title block is a little bit different. Even though I'm going to remove that signature block, I still want to delete those 2 rows, and then I can edit my third angle projection indicator, and I put that in the proper location. Once I dismiss that dialog, come in there, I can delete that signature block of that title block. So now that title block looks a little more proper for the sheet 2. The next thing what I want to do is go in and select create a new sheet. I want to use a kind of a standard size in this case. I define the size that I want, and then once I select the size I want, and I get this kind of a blank sheet that does not have any border. Well, I can fix that fairly quickly. I can just go in there and just pick on a particular option inside my drafting tool. I go into borders and zones and just pick the proper drawing size. Now you notice that I have that as defined. The next thing what I want to do is I want to copy that title block from the sheet 2 into sheet 3. That's also available starting in NX10. So now I can copy that, and then I can just copy that, go into sheet 3, and then do a paste of that, and then now I get all that proper title block for sheet 3 that I had on sheet 2. When that's done, the next thing what I want to do is I have all these views that I have on sheet 1. Well, I can just expand that from my sheet 1 in my part navigator, just drag and drop and put that into my sheet 3. So that's where I want to define all those views. Now that is done, I want to go ahead and go into sheet 1, And in my sheet 1, I want to kind of create the bill of material. This is kind of a common practice for a lot of our customers, where they put all their bill of materials on the sheet 1 so they can properly define what this particular design is for their project. Okay, this concludes our demonstration. Thank you.